Hey guys, what is up? Bigger Reviews here, back here on another video. Hope you guys have been doing good. As you know, there's been a lot of movies coming out. We just had Barbenheimer happen, and I just want to talk about the newest release, which was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know if anyone expected me to watch this movie or review it, but I did see it, and I wanted to give my review on it. This movie was incredible. I saw the trailer for it, and you can tell that their animation style was unique, but they were also paying homage to Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. And a lot of the producers also said that Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, that type of animation style, since those movies did so good and are critically acclaimed, that's paving the way for people to do new, unique animation styles. Look at Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. That they changed the whole animation from the Shrek universe, and it was incredible, and that movie did great. And this movie does not disappoint. Now, I've never been a super big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. I've seen some of them, like, as I was growing up, but I was never, like, hardcore into them. I mean, obviously, I feel like any kid especially, knows at least who they are, and that they like pizza, and they know Splinter and all that stuff. But I went into this movie just because I heard it was good. I wanted to, give support to the animators and the directors and all that. And also, Seth Rogen produced this, and let's just talk about how he is a really good producer. I mean, he did this, he produced The Boys also. I mean, this man's on a roll in his non-acting stuff, and he's also in this movie a little bit. But what I love about this movie is that they're actually teenagers. Now, if you remember in the early 2010s, Michael Bay had his movies, and I do think those movies are a little underrated. They are fun to watch, but they're also kind of older in that film. They sound older, all that. These guys are literally like 15, 16 years old, and the way they act and the conversations they have is just like how I was when I was a teenager, and it just feels really authentic. The score in this movie is great. The music's great. The voice acting is incredible. Ice Cube plays the villain, and you could tell he's having so much fun in this role. His theme song, You Know I'm Super Fly, like, that was funny as fuck. The jokes hit in this movie, and that's, I mean, when Seth Rogen's producing it, and he, it's just, it's gonna hit good. Jackie Chan plays Splinter, and it's incredible. Like, it was just, I remember first time hearing him, and like, he's just this old man Splinter, and his backstory is actually really sad in a sense. He hates humanity. He doesn't want the turtles to get anywhere near them, and it's just like, I'm a sucker for movies that like talk about how humans can be good, because I like focusing on the good stuff that humans can do, because all we hear about, especially in the social media age, is like a bunch of bad stuff, because humans suck, but we also can do a lot of good things, and this movie emphasizes that, about how humans can't be all bad. And there's a moment at the end of the movie that I do want to talk about later that I really liked. You see the turtles just wanting to become, like part of the human society. You see them witnessing humans like getting along, going on dates, and they really miss that. And their banter is just so damn funny in this movie. There's a scene where they come out of fighting and they just talk about the Aki way. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's this guy on TikTok from New York, and he's making these crazy sandwiches with like Pop-Tarts and bacon, and he calls it the Aki way. He's like, don't forget the Bev, never, never, never. And these guys were riffing on that, and you could tell that they kind of just let these four guys just riff. Like, you could tell they were in the same studio, like, together and just riffing off of each other. And I think one of the producers on Twitter said that they actually just let them talk, and they put that in the movie. And that's why it feels so authentic, because you can tell they're just bantering off of each other as friends. And then, I forgot who, one of the turtles starts twerking. Like, he does it like 3 times in the movie. That's like one of those things that you're just like, why are you doing that? But it's so damn funny that they just keep it in. Like, they're just like talking, all of a sudden he starts twerking. It's like, what the hell's going on? But it did get me a couple laughs. I do want to delve into some spoilers here. I mean, I don't know how hyped this movie is on your list, but I do want to say before I go into spoilers, please go see this movie. It's not performing as well as it should be, and especially with some of the stuff they set up, I do hope they make another one, especially since this movie was just a fun time. It's only an hour and a half, but it's kick-ass fun. You get some great action scenes, too. There's a really good scene where it's like 4 scenes juxtaposed together. I butchered that word. But they're like put together, and oh man, the editing, the angles, the way they fight, like each of the turtles have their own unique style of fighting, and it's just really great. The biggest thing going for this movie is the humor, though. Like I said, I mean, any convo line that happens, there's at least one joke that does hit for me. I mean, most of them did hit, but it's just like dumb jokes. It's kind of like how SpongeBob is, where it's not as funny as SpongeBob, but like, those pinnacle, like, seasons 1 to 3 of SpongeBob are just so damn good, and you wouldn't expect it because it's a kid's show. Like, there's some jokes in here that, like, you would not expect them to say, and stuff they allude to and stuff. Like, they're mentioning Attack on Titan, they're mentioning Endgame. Like, if you're a nerd like me, you're gonna love this shit. And people look into it on Twitter like, does that mean they're in the same universe as... And no, it just means that they're like us and they go watch the movies. Lawnmower. I was actually going to film this video outside for a change, you know, so I can touch some grass, but then I go outside and there's 3 lawnmowers doing my neighbor and my lawn, so we're back in the game room. I switched the angles though, guys. I hope you like it. Too much to, like, this is not one of those big, long, like, retrospective reviews like I did for Oppenheimer, but I just really want you guys to see this movie. I want to bring attention to this movie. The scene that I really like at the end that I wanted to mention about the humans is how Splinter, so in the beginning of the film, you see his backstory, how he has the 4 turtles, and I just want to say quickly that the turtles' baby designs are so damn funny, but they're also cute as hell, but they're so funny. I'm going to put a picture on the screen right here of, like, what they look like. Like, it's just, like, it's so funny. Like, I don't know, like, that came on screen, I was dying laughing. But you see him, like, show them the human world, and you see the humans, like, calling him a freak and chasing him, and how scared he is. And at the end of the movie, while he's fighting, he hurts his leg, and you see all the humans come together and pick him up and help him. And it was really, like, good. Just, like, that was what I'm talking about when you see, like humans being good, and him realizing that humans can be good. You just hear about a lot of bad stuff, and you do see bad stuff sometimes. That could deter you sometimes. But I just really like that scene. Like I said, I'm a sucker for those types of films. That's why Soul was so damn good, right? But yeah, I honestly give this movie a 9, guys. I mean, it's really great. It was fun. This summer has been really good for film. I mean, this is probably one of the strongest summers, if probably the strongest summer since before COVID. Because as you know, like, movies have been in a lull lately, but we've had Oppenheimer, we've had this, we've had Across the Spider-Verse, we had Barbie, we had Guardians 3, we had, I mean, Flash is okay, we had Mission Impossible. I didn't see Mission Impossible, but I heard it was good. I'm just so glad movies are back and it's not just Marvel, but I am excited for Marvel. I did watch Secret Invasion, it was pretty good. I'm not going to do a review on it, but it was good. Anyways, please go see this movie, guys. I mean, this is just one of those things where if you have an hour and a half, 2 hours, go watch it. It's fun. It pays tribute to some of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff. The comedy hits. The animation is fire. And it's just an overall good time. I mean, is this like a Citizen Kane movie, or like where you're like, oh, the plot? No, and that's why I'm glad that most people are over that, like, going to every movie trying to, like, criticize it and look for plot elements when movies like this are supposed to be just for fun, right? And I'm glad that we actually did see this, and I hope we get more of this in the future, because there is a franchise to be seen here, and I'm actually excited with some of the things they set up, which I don't want to, like, say exactly, even though I know I said some spoiler stuff already. They do set up some crazy stuff that I'm excited to see, and yeah, you can tell everyone in this production had such a phenomenal and, like, fun time working on it. I do want to say also that Post Malone is in this film as, I think he's like a whale, and I forgot his name, but every time someone talks to him or tries to say something to him, he just starts singing, and it's so fucking funny. Like, he sings his name, and I wouldn't have known he's Post Malone unless my friend Billy told me. He's just like a high-pitched voice. It's literally like how Johnny Depp did Willy Wonka, and you just don't believe that's his voice. Like he has, like, this high-pitched voice, and he's just singing. He's like, what's your name? He's like, ah. He just starts getting a high pitch. I'm like, dude, this is so funny. Whoever thought of Post Malone in this role deserves an Oscar, okay? He killed it, and there was not a single bad performance. I mean, Giancarlo Esposito's in this film also in the beginning for, like, 2 minutes, and he kills it. I mean, everyone in here just kills it. And you could tell they all had fun. And that's what I'm glad I'm seeing more of nowadays, is people having fun doing movies. I feel like during COVID and a little before COVID, people were just like, oh, let's pump this movie out, blah, blah, blah. But now people are having fun doing these movies. And I really hope these studios listen to these writers and actors on strike and give them what they deserve. Because I haven't even really talked about the strike on this channel much, because I haven't really made videos. But I stand with them. I don't even know if I should be making reviews during this, but the studios need to listen, right? We're in a scary age where, I know I'm doing this all in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video, but we're in a scary age where AI is really kicking into high gear here, and eventually, and actually now sometimes, you're not going to know what's real, what's made by people, and I don't care what anyone says, I don't care how refined AI gets, AI can never have what humans can do. Humans always have that personal touch because humans have a soul. They're always putting their soul into art, right? AI's not going to do that. They can make it look good. Like, there's some stuff that AI does cool, like those TikToks where they make shows vertically. That's cool, right? But taking people's jobs and all this stuff is not cool. Secret Invasion was a big blow to me. Really hurt me that Disney. I mean, I guess I'm not shocked Disney would do this. That the whole intro for Secret Invasion was made by AI, right? That's stupid. A movie like this, like you can have AI animate something like this. It's not going to have the polish and perfection and heart poured into it that humans have. And I stand with the writers and the actors, and I really hope something gets happened soon. There's going to be a lull of no movies. I mean, everything's starting to get pushed back, which is good. I don't want to come off as a person who's like, oh, there's no movies. Why? They're on strike. I'm glad this is happening because now, since we're getting to the point where there's no more stuff to be edited or filmed, that's when the studios are finally going to start crunching. So let's pray. Let's pray the studios listen and we can get back to these great movies because we're on a roll here, and I can see some of the stuff coming in the future is going to be great. Anyways, guys, I kind of went on a rant a little bit at the end. Sorry, but it's my channel. I can do what I want. And go watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what I want to say. 9 out of 10. Go watch it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye-bye. Whoa.